Hello and welcome to the Superscript New Comic Book Minute for the week of July 27th. It is good to be back. Thank you for holding down the fort for me while
everything was
us.
fine.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of new comics out this week that we are excited to read or have read some of already, perhaps, and we're going to talk about them. Do you want to get started?
Sure, here we go. We've got some DC books this week, new. We got a Young Justice Targets #1. This is a new limited series. I thought it was going to tell me how many issues it is, but it's limited. That's all you need to know. If you're a fan of some Young Justice, spinning out of the HBO Max show as well. So if you've been watching that and been looking for more Young Justice, here it is for you. Then we've got, very excited about this one, Batman Detective Comics, now written by Ram V. Woo! Everyone's favorite. Great run on Swamp Thing. Ton of good indie titles he's been doing stuff for. So
kind of an amazing time to be reading Batman right now, between Zdarsky writing mainline Batman and Ram V writing Detective.
Very excited about this. So catch issue 1062, but it's a great place to start. Detective Comics, new logo and everything. So yeah, very excited for that. Then we got one from Anipress Blink. This is another new series. This seems really cool. So this is the main character doesn't remember her childhood, and she stumbles upon a creepy website that is, I guess, doing some weird mind experiment type stuff, and she's trying to find, uncover parts of her childhood through that creepy website. So I feel like it's probably I don't know, maybe cyberpunk type of thing, or just dark, weird future with weird internet technology stuff. So if you're a fan of that, like I am, Blink, just wanted to check out.
Yeah, gotten really good reviews as well.
Looks cool. Then we got some Marvel books here. We've got Gambit #1 by Chris Claremont. Everyone loves Gambit. Gambit's just cool, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I hear people like Chris Claremont.
People like Chris Claremont is also cool. So I'm excited. We haven't had a Gambit book in a little while.
Yeah,
I think.
Not
right?
something I thought I was going to see in 2022 was Chris
back.
Claremont returns to writing X-Men to write a Gambit book.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. And then we've got Al Ewing on Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The best tiny Avenger. Ant-Man. The art in this is freaking awesome. Tom Riley on the art.
Yeah.
It looks it just has this, I don't know,
intentionally
it's
retro.
Yeah, and the art is colorful, but also it's got this kind of intentional slightly desaturated look to it. Looks awesome. So, and I think from what I can see flipping through, it looks like there may be parts in the story that are flashbacks, and that's where it changes to that retro art style.
Familiar with that mechanism of comic book storytelling?
Yeah, and cool. So yeah, Al Ewing on that one, Ant-Man #1. Then I got a couple trades. We've got Ghost Cage. So this is freaking awesome. This is a big mech story. You've got a town with a weird mysterious power plant type thing, and this is the artist Nick Dragata from East of West. So if you're familiar with East of West and really like the art in that, I would highly recommend checking this out. Or if you are a manga fan,
I was gonna say, you would like
this.
Manga. This is a cool book.
This is a Western comic, as they say, that you might like to try.
Yeah, it is. It reads and is kind of paced you can tell he's very influenced by manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks outstanding. So that is Ghost Cage. There's also there's a funny little ghost there, a little cartoon ghost. And then we've got an autobiographical one here, as a cartoonist, by Noah Van Sciver. I'm never sure how to say his name, but I'm a fan of his work, and this looks really great. Yeah, I don't know what to say there, but if you like autobiographical stories and you like to see some, I guess, thoughts about what it is to be a cartoonist or what it is just to be an artist in general, then as a cartoonist, maybe for you in this nice hardcover for just $20. What do you have?
Well, the first thing I've got is this, like, fully, spined one-shot called The Hollows, and I picked this up this morning and was like, oh my god, that looks like Sam Keith art. And it turns out that that's because Sam Keith drew this. So it's Chris Ryall with Sam Keith on pencils. Very weird and watercolory looking. I mean, fans of the Max will probably dig the aesthetic of this. Actually, I don't know how you wouldn't if you were a fan of the Max. But yeah, it looks really interesting. I like Chris Ryall's writing as well, so looking forward to reading it. And then we've got Book of Shadows, which is a Valiant book by Cullen Bunn, which is spinning out of Cullen Bunn's Shadow Man. Great place to jump in. Cullen Bunn writes a good horror book, but he also writes a good book set in the Valiant universe, which this is probably some of the only Valiant stuff I've read this year, and it's been actually pretty solid, because Cullen Bunn is a master of his craft. Public Domain by Chip Zdarsky, superhero deconstruction and reconstruction in the way only Chip Zdarsky can do it. You should check this out. It's hilarious. It's poignant, topical, and timely.
I feel like if you like crossover, then
yes,
maybe,
yeah, if you like crossover, or there are elements of, if you like superhero deconstruction or exploration of superheroes as a theme in comics or motif. It's pretty cool. And then Genis Vell, Captain Marvel. So we've got Peter David, it is Peter David, writing the son of the original Captain Marvel. Before there was the Captain Marvel we all know and love, there was Marvel, who was the original Captain Marvel, and this is his son. I think it's pronounced Genis Vell, but someone will correct me in the comments, I am sure. And then, woo, boy, am I excited for this week. Seriously, this is like probably one of the books I'm most excited for. Mark Russell writing a Superman book. It is a 3-parter, prestige, but not like the magazine kind, like the thick spined kind. It looks really, really cool because guess who's doing the art? Michael Spike Allred. I've never heard him referred to as Spike.
Spike.
But yeah, Mike Allred and Mark Russell writing Superman. This is awesome. This is amazing. And
there's another Allred on there too. Laura,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She doesn't have a cool nickname.
No, they don't call her Spike. So, but
doing the
Laura Allred doing the colors, and she does a lot of Mike Allred stuff. And
yeah,
it's really, really good. But yeah, woo. Fan myself with this book because that's how excited I am about it. And then the other book, I just finished reading issue 1 of this actually last night. The Variants, which is a Jessica Jones running into other Jessica Jones from other universes. So you're making out Daredevil. That's probably not the Jessica Jones who's married to Luke Cage. And if it is, Daredevil's in some trouble. But Gail Simone's one of my favorite writers, and I was telling Nick when we were just setting up for this that I really, really liked issue 1 of this. It's probably one of my favorite superhero comics of the year, honestly, for an issue 1. And honestly, it's just the quality of the prose. Like Gail Simone is a very much a writer's writer, and she does some. It's a joy to read her dialogue, regardless of what's happening in the story. And the story's pretty good. And then finally, we've got, for a trade for me, we have the Donny Cates Hulk Volume 1 finally out. It's been a heck of a run so far, and we're just getting started. So if you're looking to get in on that run, you can start by picking up the trade here. That's all I've got. Big announcement. The summer sale is this Saturday, the Superscript summer sale. Store-wide deals up to 75% off. There'll be deals on back issues. There'll be deals on tons of stuff. And there'll be a big old raffle for every $10 you spend in store. You don't want to miss it. Anything you don't want to miss that you want to say before we sign off?
No, just, Saturday is the sale. So just come in sometime this week, pick up your books, and then check out the sweet deals on Saturday.
Yeah.
See you later.
Have a good week, everybody.